That's going to be good. Once a month, we have a very special dinner. It surrounds itself around a cooking class that we give, and it has different themes, and you can see what we're providing on any particular month if you check us online and or on Facebook. All the food and all the recipes that you have this evening can literally be done in advance. As you will see, I mean, that's what I did to be able to expedite this as efficiently as possible. You could take tidbits of it if you wanted to and serve it to family and friends. Valentine's Day is the whole theme behind it, so everything's a little bit sensuous or sassy or sweet or something fantastic like that. But we'll start with the oysters. We're going to start with the oyster po' boys, and then we'll get Peeke toe crab on the black corn cakes with the avocado concassé and the cilantro cream sauce. And then after that, we're going to have the cumin scented pork tenderloin with the goat cheese on melted crustade. We're going to be doing it. Oyster po' boy is something that you get from New Orleans. And that's got a little panko crumb and blue cornmeal. I'm putting in a little bit of herb just for some color. See, you just got to get everything ready when you do it. A little salt. And you fill it up with oil only maybe about a ½ inch deep. And it's going to be served with a fennel coleslaw. You know what else is really good? If you make coleslaw like this, just use rice wine vinegar, a little canola oil, put some blue cheese in it. Julienne, zucchini, summer squash, carrots, and fennel. Oh my God. That's the best freaking coleslaw you'll ever have. Okay, there's celery salt and a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Today we're using Cane's mayonnaise. You know, if you live in Maine, you'll use Helmets. If you're down south, it's Miracle Whip. But if you're at Woodmans, you use Cane's, don't you? Yes, we do. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of chive in here for color. Okay, so that part is there. I was going to use Parker House rolls, but I ended up getting brioche instead. Peeke toe is the hardest crab in the world to pick. If you go to LL Beans, there's a little place on the right-hand side just before you get there, and that's all they pick. I have it mixed up here with just a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of olive oil. And then I made some avocado concassé. I made it up in advance. The recipe is fairly simple. Avocado, I took it and I macerated it in a pan, in a pot. I mean, a little mixing bowl. Added some lime juice to it and just a little bit of salt, and add a little bit of dairy product. So I took the black beans, cooked them off with celery, carrot, and onion. Half of it, you take it and puree it in a food processor. Add it back in. When you see your recipe, add 2 eggs and 1 cup of breadcrumbs. I forgot to get that in there. If you don't, they're not going to cook, okay? I use a lot of canola oil because it does not impart any flavor at all. Okay, they're going to go in like this. I'm going to let Franco finish these off. I've already got them done in advance. But you're going to cook them 2 minutes on each side, all right? And you can do them in advance, which makes it pretty easy. And when they're done, they're going to look like this. All right? I know they don't look real pretty. It's black beans, okay? You could use pinto beans, I suppose. So then I'm going to put this on top. And the other thing that's nice about this, it's a portioning technique, but it's also fast. Now, the next thing is this lovely pork tenderloin. All right? When I use pork, I brine pork just like I brine chicken. So when you have the recipe for the brine, it's got kosher salt, brown sugar, spring water, celery, Spanish onions, bay leaf, peppercorns, a little bit of sage, and I let it sit in here from 12 to 24 hours. This was in for 12 hours, okay? Just mark it off on the grill, and when it's done, it's going to look like this, okay? But what we do is after it comes off of the grill, I rub it with mustard that has a little bit of canola oil in it, and the pork is seasoned with salt and pepper, and then we roll it in toasted cumin seeds. Okay, I let the goat cheese warm up a little bit, makes it easier to work with. Goat cheese from Vermont. Yummy. I'm checking my corn sauce back here, making sure it's looking good. Nice color. Yummy. Then we have to get the oysters on it next. Okay. And so this is your trilogy of hors d'oeuvres. These are a fork and, you know, so it's a little bit bigger than normal. Yay.